Welcome to Invest Education Hub, where we turn complex investing into simple, confident decisions. For this Halloween special, we're going to walk through the 5 scariest, and I mean truly terrifying investment mistakes people are still making today. We're going to unmask why they happen, see exactly how they sabotage your growth, and most importantly, arm you with the tools to conquer them for good.
You know, that's a chilling thought, isn't it? The real financial horrors, the things that quietly drain your wealth, they aren't some monster under the bed. Nope, they're the habits we create ourselves. So let's go ahead and turn on the lights and face these things head on.
All right, first up is probably the most common horror story of all. It's the one that never even gets started. We're talking about the paralysis of waiting for the perfect time to invest. You know, that fear of losing money is totally understandable, but the delay itself, that becomes the real monster, and it'll cost you way more in the long run. So let's look at a classic tale of 2 investors, Emma and Chris. Emma starts putting away a modest $200 a month at age 25. Chris, he has the exact same plan, but he waits. He keeps telling himself he'll start when things are just right. Well, he finally gets going 10 years later, at 35, investing the exact same amount. So, 10 years. What difference can that really make? Well, the result is absolutely staggering. By the time they're both 55, Emma's portfolio is nearly double the size of Chris's, and the only difference was that 10-year head start. See, she harnessed the incredible magic of compound growth. That's where your investments don't just grow, they start generating their own growth. Chris completely missed out on the most powerful decade for that compounding to really work its magic. The lesson here is just crystal clear. Your greatest asset isn't trying to time the market, it's all about time in the market. Every single year you wait is a year of growth you can never, ever get back. The real ghost you should be afraid of is inaction. Okay, let's move on to our next monster. This one lurks in the headlines and all over your social media feeds. It's the fear of missing out. Yep, good old FOMO, and it whispers that irresistible lie. Hey, everyone's getting rich from this. You should be too. So what happens? People chasing the hype, they rush into whatever's trending. Crypto surges, meme stocks, those big IPO frenzies. But here's the trap. By the time an investment is front page news, the smartest money has probably already come and gone. Just think back to 2021. So many people who jumped on the hype train bought at the absolute peak only to watch their money plummet, while the disciplined investors just stayed their course. You see, smart investors, they don't follow all that noise. They follow data and a long-term plan. They get that when an investment becomes the talk of the town, the biggest gains have likely already been made. Your best shield against that siren's call is just good old-fashioned discipline. And now for the fear that haunts every single investor. Whether you're brand new or you've been doing this for years, the panic sell. You know that gut-wrenching feeling when the markets are dropping, the headlines are all doom and gloom, and your portfolio is just flashing bright red? In these moments, our rational brain just gets totally hijacked by fear. The impulse is to sell everything, to stop the bleeding, and you promise yourself you'll get back in later. But the thing is, later often becomes never, and you end up turning what was a temporary paper loss into a permanent, very real one. But look, history gives us a really clear lesson here. Time and time again, after every major market crash, from the 2008 financial crisis to the 2020 pandemic drop, the market hasn't just recovered, it's gone on to reach brand new highs. The investors who ran for the hills, they locked in their losses for good. But the ones who just held on were rewarded big time during the powerful rebound that always follows. This is why it's so important to reframe how you look at these market swings. Volatility isn't some ghost trying to get you. It's just the price of admission. It's the toll you have to pay to get those incredible long-term returns. It's part of the deal. Our 4th monster is what I like to call the all-in-one curse. Putting all of your money into a single stock or a single sector is like trying to navigate a haunted house with just one tiny flashlight. If that one light goes out, you're left completely in the dark. I mean, think about it. You're betting your entire future on one single outcome. And even the strongest, most amazing companies can face unexpected problems. New competition, a scandal, you name it. A strategy built on a single investment is just incredibly fragile. So how do you defeat this curse? With diversification.
And a simple S&P 500 index fund is a really powerful tool for this. Instead of betting on one company, you're instantly invested in 500 of the largest US companies. You're spreading your risk out. So if one of those flashlights flickers and dies, you've got 499 others keeping your path lit. And now we've arrived at our final and maybe the deadliest mistake of them all: choosing to stay in the dark. This is the big mistake of making huge financial decisions without understanding any of the fundamental principles behind them. I mean, think about the irony here for a second. We spend decades of our lives working our butts off to earn money, but then we spend what, maybe a few minutes learning how to actually make it grow? When we neglect our own financial education, we're just left relying on rumors, hype, or pure luck. And let me tell you, that's not a strategy, that's a gamble. Financial education is your ultimate weapon. It is the silver bullet. It's what turns that fear into real confidence. Because when you actually understand the core principles, things like compound growth, diversification, risk, you're not guessing anymore. You're making smart, informed decisions. So there you have it. We faced the 5 scariest monsters in the world of investing. Now let's talk about how we turn all that fear into unshakable confidence. And remember this: feeling fear isn't the mistake. Fear is totally natural when you're dealing with your future, with your money. The real mistake is letting that emotion grab the steering wheel. It's choosing inaction over having a plan and choosing panic over having patience. So here it is, your complete monster-slaying kit. Let's reframe these fears as actions. You defeat delay by simply starting, even if it's small. You defeat hype with a disciplined plan. You defeat panic by staying the course. You defeat concentration by diversifying. And you defeat ignorance by committing to always keep learning. This right here, this is your blueprint for success. Hey, just by being here and watching this, you've already taken a huge step. You've looked these fears right in the eye. Fears that hold so many people back. So the only question left is, what's your first step going to be? Your journey to real financial confidence begins right now.